All right, everybody. Mike Filsaime here with John Benson. John, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
More
We
casual
are
today than normal.
a little more, a little casual today. I know we both got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of
We
deadlines.
do, yeah.
We're trying to connect. We'll get there in between, but we always make sure to meet here. Welcome, everyone, to Groove Copy Wednesdays, where we highlight copywriting fundamentals and our software called GrooveCopyPro. And today we're going to be jumping right in because we both have to get out of here at 4 p.m. sharp. So we have about 58 minutes left to go over part 3 of showing how GrooveCopyPro is helping me as a client with our other startup called FitClass. And with FitClass, we're a marketplace that last 2 episodes we did was to write copy from the point of view of the fitness instructor at the site, or from FitClass talking to the fitness instructor why they want to be on. Mm-hmm. But when you go to fitclass.com, it'll say I am, and they'll choose a fitness instructor or a student looking to, for a teacher for fitness. Like, I just want to join a class and get fit. So today we're going to be using GrooveCopyPro to help us write copy to tell somebody why they want to be using FitClass to work out of their living room instead of having to trek out to the gym. So that's it. We're going to just jump right in and start creating a profile. And John, I think you said this one's easy for CopyPro.
Well, yeah, it is, but there's 2 ways we can go about it. And I want to ask you which way you want to go about it. So the first way to go about it is to take the existing niche we created over the last 2 weeks and clone it. And then we would we would go through and edit it. And the benefits of cloning it is that you don't, all the product stuff is the same. I mean, but it kind of isn't. I was thinking through this, that maybe it really isn't, because the product really is to join FitClass as an instructor is probably different than joining FitClass as a member. So it might be better.
Different pain points. Yeah. I think, but maybe better start from scratch.
Okay, we'll start from scratch. And what we can do is we can use one of our weight loss niches or fitness niches, and we can pull that in and save us some time if you'd like.
Yeah. Excellent.
Okay, great. So let me come over here and share my screen.
And while we're getting the screen ready, John's going to add it to the stream, and then I'll add it. Just a reminder, everybody, if you're joining us for the first time, we do this every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be creating a lot of exposure for Groove Copy Wednesdays to teach you copywriting for free. This is a free class we do for 1 hour every Wednesday. And if you're interested about, wait a second, what do they keep talking about the software GrooveCopyPro? GrooveCopyPro is something you can get access to at GrooveCopyPro.com. There's a webinar replay that you can watch there. So we tend not to answer too many of the questions. We try to stay on the fundamentals of copywriting, and we'll always say, if you have more questions about GrooveCopyPro, go to the website, watch the webinar replay where we do a full demo for you there. All right, so I see John's screen is here now. We're going to add that to the screen, and we're going to blow that up as much as we can without breaking it. We know that you guys always want to be able to see that a little bit better. And so, John, why don't we walk us through what's happening here when folks, we're starting from the very, very beginning. And what we're doing, again, if you're just joining us, we create a profile which creates about 80% of all of the content you will need to write over 100 different types of marketing material, whether it's a checkout form, an order bump, a VSL, a webinar, a long form sales page, a 3-minute lead capture page, you name it, bullet points, headlines, whatever the case may be. You create a profile one time, and in some cases, it'll export everything you need. Some use cases are so unique, it'll say, okay, we need these additional questions. You answer them, it adds it to the library, and you won't ever have to answer them again. And it learns as you grow. So today we're creating the profile that will spit out any type of copy I need, short, long, email, webinars, video sales letters, you name it. We're going to be creating a profile for a fitness student that would want to be attracted to the website fitclass.com.
Right. And what we're going to do is what you would do as a customer coming in here, you would start with a quick start setup. So we're going to do the same exact thing. So we did this for FitClass as an instructor, but I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to start a project, and I'm going to call this project FitClass member. Okay. So in other words, these are the members that we want to target. And now I would start, what we did before is we started totally from scratch. And I like pretended like we didn't have any quick start niches in CopyPro at all, which obviously we do. But we wanted to create something unique from scratch. Excuse me. And that way you could see, like, if we didn't have your niche, how you could create it or how flexible CopyPro is. But in this case, this is straight ahead fitness weight loss niche. So I'm going to use one of our quick starts just to save some time. So I can come down here and I can type in fitness. Fitness general would be a great place to start here. And I'll just use that. So that's going to save me some time when it comes down to creating this quick start. So I'm going to finish this here. And again, what CopyPro does is anything that takes a long time to build, it'll, for the quick start, it's going to take the longest of anything that you generate. Normally it takes about 2 seconds to generate something. It's pretty quick. But when we're generating an entire profile, an entire quick start, it's building all these algorithms and code and copy in the background. So we have to sit here and wait just a little bit. And then it was going to send us a message saying, oh, okay, I'm done. And when it said, okay, I'm done, it'll refresh the screen and we'll be able to roll from there. So Mike, in the process, what I'd like you to be thinking of while we're doing this is I would think that the goals of this person is the same exact goals of anyone that's wanting to get in shape, generally speaking. But we're going to add some stuff to that, which is like without leaving your home or,
exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that kind of stuff. So
yeah, all the same pain points and goals, just an easier way to achieve it.
Right. Exactly. So, and we're going to parlay off of the existing niche that we did for FitClass. And that's going to give us the time and the space that we need to do this. So I'm going to go over here to the projects and look over here, FitClass members. And I'm sorry about this, guys. We're not quite ready yet. So it looks like the project is not quite ready yet. So it's gonna take a little bit more time to do that because we're doing this live, and when you do a project that's this big, sometimes we have to send you an email saying, okay, it's going to take a few minutes to get this thing ready. But we will come back to this here in a moment as soon as it processes, and we'll be ready to go. So
yeah, the thing is when it comes to category for copywriting, there's kind of like I would say like the big three, right? It's health and wellness, right? Personal development, and then making money, right? So there's all types of making money with real estate, buying a house with no money down. Back in the days, those infomercials with Carlton Sheets. John, you probably remember those, right? Watching infomercials.
Yeah.
Don Lapre.
Yeah.
So there's make money, save money. I always say make money, save money. Save money is really, really hard. People like to spend money. They don't like to save money. But that, save money would be like a financial advisor. And then I would put generally real estate in the make money. And then there's the personal development. That's, that's the Tony Robbins stuff, getting all this stuff up, right? And obviously you can put in there relationships in there in that category. And then of course, health and wellness, getting the body right, So those things all come preloaded with GrooveCopyPro, right? The main three. Well, a
lot more than the main three. I mean, we've got a lot more than that in there. There's a lot. So there's a whole lot of preloaded niches in here for everyone to play around with. So, and you won't see this tab because I'm an admin. So I'm going to go over here to, sorry, I clicked the wrong button today. So what I'm going to do is go over here to this related niche, and I'm going to look at what CopyPro pulled in first and foremost. Okay. So the niche they pulled in was fitness and body shaping. So pretty easy. That's the niche that we're talking about when it comes to fitness. I have a few tips I'm going to share with you. So again, you're writing to this person as a prospect who's wanting to get fit, not as somebody that wants to join an online gym membership or platform. That's not the avatar. The avatar is much larger than that. They don't know that they want to join an online, basically a virtual gym. Think of it. I'm calling this a virtual gym. Okay. So they don't know that that's even a thing. And so we have to appeal to them where they're at. So the avatar for this is going to be pretty straightforward. Body shapers, fitness lovers, gym rats. Now we're going to change gym rats because that's what we would call it in a real fitness. So what's another way to say this? So fitness lovers, body shapers, what would you call the avatar for someone wanting to go through this? And by the way, just so I can, don't worry, people, we're not going through this whole thing. I'm only going to go through the quick start niches over here. But since we've already got this filled out automatically, I thought I would show you what CopyPro generated, and then we'll take you into what it can actually do after that. So
Cool. And John, just so you know, my brother Lionel, he's in the room there with no avatar. His microphone is off. He'll unmute if he's going to help out. Last time he joined on his phone and he didn't know how to mute and unmute. So this will have a little more cooperation this time. So that's my brother, everyone, the partner in FitClass. All right. So question, did you have a question for me, John?
Yeah. So we've got 3 avatars: body shapers, fitness lovers. Personally, I think that's plenty because we're doing a quick start. But if you wanted to add more avatars, you would just add them right here. So
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no, I think that's good for now.
Okay, good. So I'm going to delete because the gym rats doesn't fit this one, obviously.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk.
And John, would we like put in like specific people, like yoga lovers, like later, like yoga, people that love yoga, people that love Zumba, things like that. All
exactly.
Right. Let's just throw in Zumba and yoga in there, just so people would see that.
Sure. So you just click add new and say Zumba lovers. Does that work?
Yep.
And it would be a Zumba lover. Okay. So I'll call that Zumba. I'm going to name that entry, and there you go. That's it's very easy to add. Okay. And then we're going to go to what their primary complaint is going to be. And here's some very straightforward primary complaints. I want to show you what CopyPro wrote here. So, and by the way, I'm showing you this in the expanded form rather than the quick start because we did the quick start last time. So there's no reason for me to show it to you again. If you missed that video, we got the video training for that. So their primary complaint is pretty simple. It's pretty much weight gain. Okay. So weight gain is going to be their primary topic of complaint, right? So I would think gaining weight would be the primary topic of issue. When you pack on excess fat, when you pack on, life can suck. Okay. So you pack on excess fat when you see the pounds keep piling up. Does that sound like pretty straightforward, with what their primary complaint is? I mean, we're wanting people that are gaining weight, or they're not, and we can also talk about something related specifically to fitness.
Yeah. And how about the way they look, right? Like the body shape.
Okay, that's a secondary complaint. I'm glad you brought that up because the primary complaint is the technical problem of what's really wrong. Okay, so when you do this, when you can't, let's say that the primary complaint was I can't lose weight. Okay, when you can't lose weight, life sucks. And that will also lead you into looking bad, feeling bad, not liking your clothes. Those are secondary complaints. And secondary complaints, like we talked about last week, really sell everything. So now notice that Mike and I didn't have to write any of this. This is all just, we just pulled this in from our existing niches. So, and you can too. But last time we wrote everything from scratch to show you how to do it. So
John, let me ask a question. Would the primary complaint and the secondary complaint, I don't know if it'll always work this way, but would a good way to look at it is like one is the oh, I just had it. It's the disease, and then one is the I literally just had the words.
One's the disease, one's the disease.
That's exactly right.
That's a great way of looking at it. So and you can look at it the way I like to look at it is when I struggle with blank, it makes me also blank, blank, and blank. So so that's another way to look at it. So all right. So again, I'm just going to the quick starts here. So we're not going through every single one of these, but the secondary complaints are very important. So if you can't lose weight, you're going to deal with constant muscle and joint pain. That's a great one. I mean, people deal with that all the time, especially when they're older, right? So you're going to feel fatigued all the time. You're going to lack motivation to work out. Those are common, right? Like if you just can't get in the rhythm of things. So there's not much that we can add here, but I wanted to show you what CopyPro would add here. And we ask you to do things like, if you don't have to fill all this in, by the way, you can just say deal with constant muscle and joint pain and you're done. And we went ahead and because we pulled this in for you, we've got the various different pronouns and that automatically filled all that in for you. Isn't that nice? So you never have to do it. But so don't worry about it if you're doing it from scratch. I always start with the pronoun. So if it was like, lose your belly fat, you would select your. There's only one thing you can select there, but you don't have to worry about it because CopyPro did it for you. And this is going to evoke some negative feelings in people. So we can create one of those from here. And you literally just, you can just pick one. They're aggravated. You don't have to think hard. Aggravated or bummed out or depressed. What's the negative feelings that your customer would have? And guess what? You don't have to fill these in now. You can fill them in as you need them and it'll pop up and you'll see the field. So pretty straightforward, right? So their ultimate fear, Mike, is you could die early. Okay. You could never get in shape. You will feel flabby and weak for the rest of your life. So what do you think is that pretty close? I mean, because you could die early is the ultimate fear that anyone have, and you die well before
Yeah.
your time if you're not
Yeah, I think, John, this is a little bit easier than last week. It's not quite as important yet to like position this against the gym like right away. I think that was a main thing we had to do last week about the instructor. It's like we really had to focus the app on here. But I think this is the same exact message that they're being told when they go to the gym, or for any VSL you've ever written about how to eat right, whether it was keto or vegan or whatever the case may be, it's the same exact thing right down the line.
Good. Well, this is straightforward. Now, I want to make sure that we understand this, that I chose the fitness general. In other words, this is general fitness things that almost anyone that wants to get into better shape, they're going to have these concerns, these fears, these goals, these hopes, etc. We have another one called weight loss general that is even more specific to people that want to lose weight. So we can pull in, as you can see, some of the fitness things talk about weight, but they also talk about other things like heart health and things of that nature. So I think this is better because it's more broad for people, because some people want to join a Zumba class and they're like Michelle, they don't need to lose weight. They just want to join Zumba, right? So this is much more open.
I think that's a great point, right? Fitness, I think we have to understand this when what the two categories will be. Fitness is going to imply there's going to be some movement, right? Because we're not promising a magic berry from the middle of the Amazon that you're going to eat that's going to melt your fat. Like we don't have anything like that. The truth is, FitClass, you need to get there, show up, and move your butt and shake it around for an hour. And I would probably think that when you get into weight loss, that's when you're probably going to be starting to talk about how you eat and your diet and metabolism, things like that. So I think fitness is the right category.
Cool. And as you know, we didn't clone the niche, so we're doing this again from start. So this would be the same thing we entered last week, would you? And she and her. And what is her official position? She is I remember she said
boredom rescuer.
A boredom.
Oh, that's what she is, but she's the brand ambassador for FitClass. So I'm not sure which one goes here.
She's brand ambassador, so that's it. So
yeah,
we'll use brand ambassador. And we're not going to worry about her credentials because we can fill that in.
We can steal that from the other one. Yeah.
The rapport story we don't do right now. So we're just going to talk about some pretty straightforward stuff. So what are some promises that you're going to offer? Okay. If you follow what Michelle is saying, by following my advice, I can promise you will get in shape fast. Now, I want you to notice how simple this is. Get in shape fast. 4 words, right? Notice it's not like, lose 75 pounds in 75 minutes and be better than you've ever been, because you don't need to write anything that long. Let CopyPro do all the heavy lifting for you. If you had to write this from scratch, is you want to think of what's the shortest way I can say something, the most concise way I can say something. Get in shape fast. Pretty straightforward, and it's not meant to be A-level copy. Let the A-level copy, again, we're going to drape it around the A-level copy. So get in shape fast, build lean muscle mass, get a six-pack.
That's an important thing to do right there, John, is to let people know you don't write copy in here. CopyPro writes the copy for you. You just answer the questions, right? And that's one of the mistakes I made before, is I was putting in maybe 10 words or a paragraph sometimes and trying to write copy. But what we're trying to do here is get in shape fast. And then it'll write all the copy around that. Great.
Yeah. Now, and here we might want to say, because this is general fitness, we want to say, we could say tone your muscle mass. You could say tone muscle. So we can say something very generic, because again, these are yoga, Zumba. They're not all weights, right? So what's another way that we can say this? So what would it be? So it's something about muscle shape. So improve your muscle shape, maybe. Improve muscle shape. Tone and shape.
Well, how about body shape or muscle? Okay, yeah, 2 different things.
Tone and body shape. How's that? We'll combine the 2. There you go. So I just always label these so I can find them, and it makes it easier for them to find them. Now, I don't know if people would want to get a 6-pack, but so I would say reduce your body fat instead.
Yeah.
reduce body fat. And notice here, no pronouns. So when I said reduce your body fat, oh, I see. So I don't want pronouns because I want to be able to use it. So reduce body fat. That's all I have to do is to take out the pronouns. So let's reduce. And we're done. Now I'm not going to fill in the present and the past because we don't need to. But and so Michelle's signature. Remember, she had a signature that we created, and it was she had
Boredom Rescuer.
She had a signature sign off, but it wasn't.
Yeah, Michelle. I think it's something about have a great. It's a great day or something like that. I forget what she uses. Yeah.
We can change it at any time. Yeah. So, and then her name. And the reason why I do that, again, in case someone's wondering, is because Michelle Filsaime might have a CS, PhD, right? But you don't want your whole name to be this. This is your signature name. CopyPro differentiates that because we're smart software. So Michelle Filsaime, and then she has, and she's the boredom rescuer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put boredom rescuer down here. You never spell rescuer ever. It's one of those words. Is that the right way to spell it? That is the right way to spell it. Okay. Yeah. Just doesn't ever, never looks right. And so FitClass, name of the company. And there we go.
Pretty let's put fitclass.com if that's all right. Thanks.
We're going to save that. Come down here to the company. Really simple here. Company contact with Michelle. Now I'm not going to fill in all this because this is really, really simple. So we're going to fill in one more thing. The offer quick description. We're going to have a
somebody look at that. Clive remembered. Thank you, Clive. He said it's a great day to have a great day. That is what it was. Okay. I don't know how you remember that, Clive, but thank you. Michelle's going to be very impressed.
I'll show you how to change that. So we're going to come up here. We're going to click the X and say it's a great day to have a great day. Okay, and then I'm going to say create that, and I'm done. So very simple to change. Now, offer quick description is a very mini description of it. It's not like the long description. We'll have plenty of time for that. So what we talked about last time is this is a virtual gym membership, an online gym platform, an online fitness. So how would you describe it in 5 words or less, 3 words or even better?
Okay. We just had that the other day. Lionel and I came up with something like the anti-gym workout.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay. So meet the world's greatest anti-gym workout. That's interesting.
Okay.
It's when it comes to anti-gym workouts.
I get it. So then we would put workout from home solution.
Okay. So a home workout solution. By the way, what I just did is what I always do here is you'll see that if something doesn't sound right, if you flip the words, most of the time they will. Meet the world's greatest home workout solution.
Now look on the right, guys. You see where it says proofs? That's what John just did. It gives you examples of how it's going to fit in. And so I answered the question, but when we looked at the proof, the anti-gym workout doesn't work with meet the world's greatest anti-gym workout. Because what I was more of a tagline than an actual offer description. And that's what happened.
And now look how simple this was. When it comes to home workout solutions, I believe you need to be choosing. Finally, a home workout solution you can trust in the world. Yeah. So we give you all sorts of different proofs. Now, I went through more information than you actually would go through in a quick start because I'm just taking, again, we're doing this backwards. We're doing this instead of doing a quick start because we've already done that. What I did is, rather than wait for that to process, I said, you know what, we'll just go into the niche and show you all the stuff that's already generated. And then when we're done, we'll just press a few buttons and we're out of there. So now we're into the good stuff. Okay. So the mistaken beliefs. What are some bad ideas that this avatar, this enthusiast, this gym enthusiast, this fitness enthusiast, this body shaper has that aren't serving them well? So, and here's how we structure this. You may think you're struggling to whatever they're struggling with because you don't spend hours doing cardio. That's one of the things that we will throw out to say, oh, you have to spend hours and hours doing this. And that's a very common fitness misconception. And it's one that I've dealt with for 20 years of my fitness career. And yeah, it's just simply not the case. So
John, let me ask this. And I know, like, sometimes you say, no, Mike, we're going to get to that later.
Mhm.
Is there a certain point where I start positioning against the gym where we start having a belief that
Yes.
a mistaken belief is you need to go to the gym to get in shape?
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying here. So you don't need to spend hours of cardio doing workout. Is true. You have to go on a strict diet. You don't lift heavy weights. All of those are true. But what I would suggest is that we delete every single one of them and say that you need a gym membership. So, and see, this is where I'm saying, this pulled in stuff that is absolutely true for general fitness. And this is kind of true too. So I would leave it. And then I would just say, let's just delete the strict diet because we're really not talking about diets. And let's delete the heavy weights. Not talking about that. And let's come in here and say, let's create a new one. And I'll show you exactly how to create a new one. And look how easy it is to do this. This is fun. Okay. Is you, okay, have to. So I would say, come down here and say must or must always, or we can say any of that. We can say, we type in have to if we want to. You must attend or go to. And that's all there is to it. So I just filled in the field after I selected what I want. You must go to a gym to get a good workout. Now we're going to say, however, the truth is, now I want to say something like, the truth is, thanks to modern technology, there's ways that you can do this right from the safety of your own home.
Right.
Does it sound so?
Yes. Safety and convenience. I think convenience even better than safety.
So that's really all I need to say. Safety. I like safety because of the current climate.
Yeah.
Now here's
got it. Okay.
I want to show you something really interesting, Mike. If you left off this and this, it would be good. We can never fill these fields in for you ever, because what we train you to do in CopyPro, and this is why CopyPro isn't like, I'm going to type a few keywords and wow, out comes average copy. Oh, I can use it once. Big whoop. I mean, most of the AI world is just all, it's just all flash and fodder to me. So it's just not where it is, because they're not training you on how to think through becoming original and how you convey your ideas. So what CopyPro does is a little bit different. Okay. This is a whole mistaken belief. There's a training on this right over here. Click over here on my video. I'd click that video and I'd watch this training. It's 8 minutes long. Okay. But in 8 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can create every little thing that you talk about: mistaken beliefs, false solutions, primary causes. You can label them as your own, and you'll be the only person talking about it. So, Mike, I'm going to help you stand out from all the other online gym memberships right now by doing one thing. I refer to this mistaken belief as, this is a misconception. This misconception is something I call what? And I want you to give it a name. What is the name of something that we can come up with a cool little name here to say someone that believes they have to go to a gym to get a good workout? I call this thinking, this misconception, blank. And I want you to think of 2 or 3 words at the most. Putting Mike on the spot here, but that's part of the
That's
fun.
all right. Yeah, I'll say something like, can it be simple, like the gym myth?
I was thinking the same thing. So let's go to the gym myth. Okay. So the gym myth is okay. All you have to think of is one word, myth, and then put in whatever you're talking about and you're done. So was there any,
didn't have to complicate it more than that?
No, no copywriting skills. Now you could get into, you could see further down the line, you could say, well, let's go over here. Check this out. I'm going to go to a site called, what is it called? It's relatedwords.io. And I'm going to type in myth. And this is a great cheat sheet. Okay. The gym fable, the gym folklore, the gym tale, the gym, so I can go the gym curse. Okay. So I could come up with all these different ideas for myth and look at different things. And of course I can go to thesaurus.com and do the same exact thing. And I'm doing this all real time, folks. So the gym lore, the gym fiction, the gym illusion. Okay. So, so now I didn't do anything copy wise. I just went to a site. Okay. The gym delusion. Oh, I love that even better. I love that even better. And this is where you could go. Yeah. So the gym delusion. Okay. Now think about this. When you send out an email, Mike,
I like that.
Anecdote,
It's not
have
stronger.
you,
Everything's a myth.
yeah, have you fallen victim to the gym delusion? That's what your
Mm.
email would say. CopyPro
Yeah.
would generate an email. Have you fallen victim to the gym delusion? Now, and then they're like, oh, I got to read. It creates almost a compelling sense to read something. So I'm going to name this the Gym Delusion, and presto, we have a mistaken belief. Now, that's all we did is we clicked through some fields. We had to fill in this one little thing, but that's basically all you have to do is know your product. That's all you had to do. And Mike came up with the gym myth. That's how I always start. I went to thesaurus.com. I came up with Gym Delusion. And that's all there is to it. I mean, so presto changeo, you just took your copy from an okay point to a kicking point, and now you're going to be the only one talking about the gym delusion, and that's very powerful. You could do that for every single one of your mistaken beliefs. Very cool. So I want to come in here and ask you to do a couple more things that we don't do in the setup process, but since we're here and we're doing training and we're going to spread this over 2 days anyway, I thought, why not give you a little bit more ammo? Okay. First of all, we're going to decide, this is the easy part. The fitness industry misinformation. Okay. So that's, so where did they come up with this mistaken belief that you have to go to a gym? Well, it's misinformation spread by the fitness industry. That makes total sense, right? Fitness models on steroids. We're going to delete that one. Again, these are general fitness. Greedy supplement companies I don't need.
Personal trainers is good. Yeah.
Fitness
Gurus.
Fitness gurus is what I would go. So fitness gurus,
Yeah.
so because they are personal trainers, so fitness gurus, and I would go
All
in
in one.
here and say, let's get, oh, there you go. My copy team's already done this. Fitness gurus. Perfect. Okay, so we're already done. Now I'm going to show you another thing that you have to create, and it's one field, but if you create it, if you create a primary cause and a primary solution, you are 80% further ahead than everyone else in your market and industry, because they're not thinking in terms of unique mechanisms, which is what these are, and unique causes. So this is a little bit of a copy lesson. It's not in the quick start. It's not in the stuff that you were going to do. I'm just going to give you some extra credit. Is that cool?
Yep.
So now what I'm going to ask Mike to do is say, so we've got a person that can't get fit because they believe they have to go to a physical gym. Now we talked about that being called the gym delusion. So what is actually causing their biggest problem? I can't get fit. So
it's
now,
one or these two, time or money, and then one would be the secondary.
Okay, so time or money. So let's talk about time, because that's 90% of the problem. And if we can say that, hey, FitClass saves you a crap ton of time because you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to get a babysitter. You don't have
babysitter, right?
Right. So so let's look at time. So what's causing your problem is something I call, and we're going to come up with a problem that sounds really negative. It deals with time. Now, I'm not asking anyone to come up with this on the top of their head. You can spend a few days brainstorming about it. You don't need it to use CopyPro. I'm just giving it to you because I want you to be up here. So this is going to put you up there.
So we want to come up with something related to time, like that's how about the time black hole? No, that's kind of
okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to censor Mike. I'm going to say the time black hole. Okay, I'm going to type this black hole
because I'm brainstorming.
All right, so it's causing a problem. It's called the time black hole. Okay, so, and if I said, well, can you describe what that is? Well, that's kind of like you feel like there's this black hole of life that's sucking time into you. You've got your children, you got your career, you got your family, you got your responsibilities at home. It sucks the time out of your day, and you can't get to the gym. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like that's bad. And we're really close to it just by what Mike rattled off right off the bat. So, okay. So what's another way of saying black hole? And it's something dealing with the draining. And what are we going to do?
I was going to say vacuum.
Oh, the time vacuum. Well, why don't we just award?
Because that also sucks the time out of you.
But here's how I could have found it. Look, black hole. Over here. The time void, the time, I come down here. I guarantee you the vacuum is going to be in here somewhere. If it's not in here, it's what a shame. If it's not in here, it's going to be over here at the other place I went to. So we won't go through all this because there's a lot of things here. But that's how I would have found it. Is I would have gone there and looked for black hole. Vacuum is perfect. Okay, the time vacuum is great. So
and it has a nice name to it. Yeah,
yeah. And the other thing is people can relate to the word vacuum. And Mike's seeing it as a vacuum in space, a vacuum that needs a void. Nature abhors a vacuum kind of thing. But that's great. The time vacuum is this thing that just sucks all your time out. And so when you define it, you just say, the time vacuum is what every, if you knew you were marketing women, what so many women face today is that they feel like they have to be everywhere, omnipresent. They have to be a mom, they have to be this, have to be this, have to be this. And it creates a time vacuum. It's sucking all your time away. And that's why you think that you can't succeed. So that's exactly what we've done here. So that's really cool. We're not going to go through any of the rest of this stuff because it's not part of the process. And we're going to hop over here to goals. And don't freak out over all these versions because we're only going to do one, future tense hour. So their goal is to lose weight, or the goal is to build lean muscles. The goal is to burn body fat. So I would say their goal is to get in shape, not
get in
lose
shape.
weight. Okay.
Get in shape.
So
yeah.
Get in shape. Okay. Get in shape. And I'll go ahead and call that. We can call that fitness. That topic is fitness. It's really fitness. Okay. So get in shape. And so now we have a phrase that says, your number one goal is to get in shape. If you can get in shape, life will be. Speaking of fitness, I have some good information to share. Okay. Speaking of fitness, when you get in shape, ta-da, you see how that works?
Yep.
Building muscles. We're not so interested in that. Burn body fat. Those are all great goals.
Could the topic be fitness from home? Just asking.
Okay. So speaking of fitness from home, when you get in shape, okay, it could be, and let's look at it in context. This can change whenever for any email you want. You click on it and change it. It's super easy. So yeah, so that's their primary goal, is to get in shape. Their secondary goal would be to get in shape without leaving their home. So now we're talking about now increase your energy levels, feel comfortable with shirt off. We're going to delete that one. Increase your strength, possibly boost your libido. We're going to delete this one. And I'm just going super fast because we're trying to save time. But I want to add one here. And that's what we want to talk about, like increase your strength, increase energy, increase your strength. And we want to talk about like get fit without ever leaving your house. So that's it. We want to talk about without ever leaving home.
Do we want to put something in there in any of these about like getting healthy? Like, you're
sure.
Living longer, your cardio, like looking good is one thing, but actually, being healthy, I think is pretty important.
I'd say get healthy. Very simple. So I'm just going to. Yep.
I think one talks to the younger one, right? When I was 20, I didn't care about getting healthy. I just wanted to look good, right? Or to put anything in my body if it made me look good. And now I don't care as much about looking good. I really care more about living longer.
And I'm going to call this topic lifestyle improvements, because when CopyPro uses this, it's kind of cool. Let's talk about lifestyle improvement. Speaking of lifestyle improvements, when you get healthy, your life is going to be better. And that's how I'm going to say that. So pretty straightforward. Now I want to add one here that says, something about getting in shape without ever leaving home. So that's what we're going to say. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll say get fit. Now I'm going to show you something here. Leaving your home. Okay. Notice it says your secondary goal. That means if I use a pronoun, you see it says use your or no pronoun at all. So I could just say leaving home and that would be fine. But if I wanted to really personalize CopyPro, I could do this. Your home. Okay. Our homes. Okay. I'm just showing you what you could do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So their homes, his home, my home. So it gets real personal. That's kind of cool. Don't need to do it right here. So let's talk about what's the topic of get fit without ever leaving home.
Sorry, I jumped out of the stream by accident. I'm back.
Home-based fitness, home-based workout, home-based, home-centered fitness, any of that would be a good topic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so get without ever leaving home. So that's all I'm going to do for that. So now we're on to solutions, and solutions are going to deal with false solutions. What are things that they have tried in the past? Okay, they've tried lifting heavy weights. That doesn't work, causes inflammation, stress, and hormones. Now, obviously, it works for some people, but I don't think
should we try here, John, things like there are some fitness at home things like expensive solutions like Peloton. And let me just do a Peloton versus. Versus, let's see. I think the other one is Nordic. Nordic Track is doing a subscription.
Okay, so it's super easy. So we're going to say trying. Pricey, home-based solutions like Peloton,
yeah,
or Nordic Trek. I don't know how I spell right, but
Nordictrack.
okay. One word.
One word.
This is Peloton. Excuse me. Okay, so there we go. Now, and that probably let you down because
And it's Peloton, I believe.
Is it?
Let me see. No, it's Peloton. You're right. My bad.
It is okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure here. All right. So, and that probably let you down because Mike.
Oh, let me see. I think it's just the high cost. There's two things, right, with those things, right? You gotta stick a bike in your living room, and it's costing you, not only are you paying for Peloton, $29 a month, but you're paying $189 to buy the machine. So however we put that in there.
Yeah, no, there you go. That's a great idea. A better idea is, and we don't have to do the alternative. Better idea would be is joining online, fit online. How do you want to describe an online fitness club or online?
Online live stream with no equipment required.
Yeah, online, but
stream
fitness. There we go. So, all of a sudden, we'll call this give me a name. Okay.
I'll throw another one in there, John. I don't know if it would go in here yet.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Peloton is, it's at 4:00, it's one instructor, and that's it. And that person may be, too strong, too fast, too hard for you. With FitClass, you'll show up and there'll be thousands of instructors to choose from.
Okay, well, that's actually not a false solution. That's going to be
okay, gotcha. Right.
Yeah, that's going to be a rebuttal. So we'll come in here. So and you can also stay in here. Costs are really high. You're stuck with only one instructor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so there you go. So we just saved that right there. Cool. So now we could talk about the same thing here. Now I'm cheating. We're not supposed to be doing this. I'm giving Mike extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get you the same thing you did for primary cause, and I want you to name a primary solution. Okay, what makes FitClass work? This is called a unique mechanism. It's not FitClass. It is what makes FitClass unique and what makes it work. Something that Mike calls
the something choice. So I'm layering this around, like in gaming, you go to Twitch and you have the choice of watching 700 different people play Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And so here I go here and I have the something choice that I see there's 37 people doing a yoga class right now, and I could jump in, right? The on-demand choice, that's a little weak.
But you're close, because what if it was on demand, something like on demand fitness, on demand, it's on demand something. So
I would call it on demand fitness. Something we call on-demand fitness.
Yeah, I love it. So on-demand fitness is great. Now we're coming up with these on the spot, guys. We have no notes in front of us, none at all. I have no notes in front of me. And we're doing this just to show you that, hey, this is how you can literally talk to one person and go, what do you think, and brainstorm this stuff and do it yourself.
And the way I came up with this, John, is just what happened, in the world that we live in today when we think streaming, right? Streaming is on demand. And I remember like talking to my ex-wife and I'm like, you got to get on the Apple TV. And she's like, why? I'm like, you actually watch TV? Like you don't get to watch what you want. You let them tell you what to watch and when. And she's like, yeah, that's the way it's always been. And I'm like, I got her an Apple TV and she says to me, I just watched 19 episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm like, right, now you can watch what you want when you want. So so what happened was when John was saying that, my mind went and said, okay, what changed in the world that I know went online? And my mind went to the word on demand, and it seemed to work here with the fitness.
Okay. Well, now remember the USP. You can literally just rattle off the USP for the exact same USP is going to be the same. So you can just rattle it off with it. So if you can remember what that was. So we had it perfect on
the previous week,
yeah,
or just the session?
I can open it up if you want. So I can open this up in a new tab and just go there and just look at it. So,
yeah, let's, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So come down here and come down to the offers and look at the offer USB. And it is online virtual class forum, all types of fitness. So I'm going to just copy this over here. And this is what you would do. This is a powerful online fitness platform. Whoops. Online fitness platform. And let me see. Target all types of fitness instructors and trainers that enables you to. Okay.
So we're going to change fitness instructors to.
That enables you to and get.
Do we change instructors and trainers now? Because now we'll go. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Allows you to monetize. Let me see. So then we're going to say get in shape.
Get fit and in shape. Yep.
Okay. Without ever leaving your home.
Right. And costly gym memberships. Or spending money on costly gym memberships.
Okay.
Well, somebody may say, wait a second, but FitClass has a cost, and they might spend more on FitClass than they do on the gym, which is true if they use it that much. But the truth is they don't have to. FitClass is free. They'll be able to take any class they want, and tips are optional.
Men and women. So this led to the creation of a very powerful online fitness platform for men and women of all ages that enables you to get fit and stay in shape. I'm gonna say get fit and stay in shape. And because that's those are two different things. Stay in shape. Okay. Stay in shape. Where to go? And stay in shape without ever leaving the comfort and safety of your own home or spending money on costly and easily closed gym members. So up an easily closed gym membership. So yeah, that's we're kind of playing around with that a little bit. So so yeah, I'll just say USB here. So that's it. So that was all we were doing. Offer name is going to be FitClass. Obviously, guys, we don't have to fill out the entire offer because that's going to go into a whole bunch of stuff. But that's as straightforward as it gets. And we're going to fill out one action, and that's going to be their destination page, and we're done. Visit the page below. How do we want to define this?
So I'm picturing they're going to be at the website now. So it's going to be more of a create your account now type of thing.
Great.
Okay, on this page.
So visit the page below. I'm gonna say to create your. Is it a free account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. When you visit the page below, you'll discover, etc. We don't have to fill that in. So take a few minutes and create your free account now. And the destination page is going to be
FitClass.com. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. And the text is going to be, I'd say enroll now. And you can, again, we can change all of these as we go. And we don't have to do any of the other stuff here because that's just the.
I would put join now. Join if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Join now. Sure. John now. All right. Me being a narcissist. Okay. So, all right. That's it. Now, but what I did is we went through most of the stuff very, very quickly. We didn't do social media, so it's not going to do any of that stuff, but very, very quickly. And now I can come in here and create an email campaign specifically for FitClass members. So I'm going to come in here and say, I want to create an email sequence.
John, just show that drop down there for the people that are just joining us on the left. Sure. So you can create all of these different things here: articles, checkout pages, closing scripts, emails, headlines, opt-in pages, order bumps, bullets. If you just need bullets, or just needed headlines or upsell scripts, which can also be used for a downsell, VSL, webinars, web pages, long form, short form sales letters, you name it. Here, so John went in and said, I need to do an email sequence. And now the next drop down, here's one of the most beautiful things is so that I can And you see, there was book an appointment, attract affiliates, help build my list, make a sale, whatever the case is. So it matches the medium,
right?
Yeah, the medium with the need.
It's very, very cool. So I can come down here and choose from all these different types of promos. And what I'm going to do, just simply for time's sake, because I mean, we could spend the next 4 hours going through everything you could do here, is I'm just going to pick 1 or 2 very short emails just to show you how easy this is going to be. So let's pick a promo email here. Let's use the I'm going to use, just for all, we'll use Ryan's stuff. We'll use the Gain Logic Fear. That's a really straightforward promo.
So when you say Ryan stuff, John Benson means that Ryan Dice wrote this series, and John has worked with some of the incredible legends in direct marketing and direct response, and has taken their copy that has generated millions of dollars in sales in video sales letters, webinars, email marketing. And John has secured the licenses for those in a format that takes your profile. And we took all of the nouns and USPs and pains points and all those things, and now fill in the profile into an email that was written by Ryan Dice from Digital Marketer. Look at that. Let's read that.
Oh, I think I chose the wrong. I think I chose the instructor. Sorry, I chose the wrong one. Let me go back and. But this is great for the instructor one, but let me go back and do that again. My bad. Yeah, I chose fitness instructor. Duh. So okay, all right. Come back down here. I'll do the same exact thing I just did right now, and I can just come in here. And I know which one I want to choose since we already selected it. So I can come over here and say, just search for title keyword gain, because I know it's the Gain Logic Fear campaign. I'm going to choose that one right here. Let's do this again. FitClass. I'm gonna say user and then Gain Logic Fear. This you can title it whatever you want. Obviously, use one of my niches. And we use the fitness niche general. That's the one we just filled out. And by the way, you can change the name of that niche to whatever you want. I just left it the same name. But so now it's the same exact thing, but it's reworded entirely. Okay, so we didn't do a lead magnet, so we're gonna fill in a fake lead magnet here. Let's see, why train at home. Okay, I'm just making it up. So just to get it in there. So
a little white paper,
okay. Right? But we're right here. Okay, so now we've got an offer price we got to do. Okay, so very simple. Your cost is only, what's the cost?
It's free. Sign up for free.
Okay. For just zero, I'd say $0. Okay, so I mean, I would say something kind of like for only $0. I mean, so I'd do it kind of cute like that, but that's me. Yeah. And of course, you can reword that if you want to. So it's at only and you can say at your free cost is the tiniest investment you can ever make. So we're assuming there is some sort of investment. Link below. Join now. Have a great day. This is super.
And you could rewrite this when you export it. If you want to make that just say free, you can.
So yeah. So not only does it work at the whopping cost of free. So I would do something like that, but okay, this is all the copy I had to do to make this work, and it was for a free offer. Pretty cool here. Now I can click regenerate and rewrite this entire thing, so you can do it that way. Now, but by the way, so I'm showing you the simplest emails that you can deal with here. Okay, so if you really want to burn body fat, okay, get in shape. And I would say let's talk about get in shape without ever leaving home. So I just added that to this particular goal because I think it makes it make more sense. So boom. Okay.
I think one of the things here, John, that's important that I'm learning here is don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Simple goals. Like there are certain parts where you said, okay, Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot, and we have to think because we got to think of something like you need to name this something that's never been said before that's unique to FitClass. Okay, we had to stop and pause. But on the simple questions like, what are you looking to do here? Sometimes it's make more money, save more money, get in shape, find a lover, right? And so not everything here do you have to put in your copywriting brain. The beautiful thing about this is get the caveman brain on and answer these questions. What are you looking to do? Get in shape. Great. And then all the wordsmithing is going to get done by CopyPro. That's an important thing that I've learned doing this the last couple of days.
So I'll just get into fantastic shape and restoring health. That's already CopyPro wrote that for me. I like that dream. There you go. That's it. So that's all I had to do. I click preview. I like it. I copy it to my dashboard. I send it out. Now we're using some very simple emails just to give you some ideas here, but we can do a whole bunch of other stuff with that same exact thing, including an entire, we can do an entire sales letter. with this. Okay. So I can come in here and say, okay, I want to get a sales page, and I'm going to have to do a simple sales page for this, obviously, because we don't want to do a complex sales page. So here's a simple sales page. Well, here's a sales letter sequence here, direct response sales letter, simple sales letter right here is what I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm going to say FitClass. I'm going to say member.
John, quick question. Do you have one for a live event? Like we're about to write copy for GrooveCon.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a whole section for live events. Yeah, yeah.
I'm smiling because my life just got a lot easier here.
Oh yeah, we've got a really good segment. That takes a lot more work to fill out. Meaning you're going to take about 45 minutes to fill all that out. But
but it's going to take me 2 hours to write the sales letter without it. Okay. So
but check this out. 2 days. So get it today for only $0. That's why it's like obviously is I get it today for only $0. So I've got a sales page here that is my solution description is asking me if I want to fill that in. So that's okay. That takes me in one click. Okay. We got to fill in the delivery medium. Super easy. Okay. Any sort of deadline, the testimonials, and the long-term deal. That's it. So I've got to fill in 5 fields, and I have a whole freaking sales page. Offer in soon. Okay. We'll just put it in here in case you don't want it. I take it out. Get it today for only $0. Get it today for free. So
I like the $0 because what's great about it is it's one of those, incongruent juxtapositions. Like the mind is like for $0, it actually stops the banner blindness. I think sometimes we see free all the time and we disregard how powerful free can be.
So I did this kind of $0 or
nice.
Say the way, so we did. So I'll get today for only $0. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down here and looking through here. Okay. I've got, I wonder if there's now I've already filled this out here. I actually haven't. Sorry. What is the mini? So this is like my superpower. I wonder if there's something something they can point and click to that will allow them to get the instant success that they're wanting. So their primary solution, remember what their primary solution was, right? We came up with this primary solution called on-demand fitness, right? Mm-hmm. So think of this as what? So what if there was a push button,
I think it's, I'll help you help me. So even if you're using something like Peloton, the class may not start till 7 and it's 6:20 and you need to leave the house by 7. So that's one thing. And number 2 is that I'm now at my cousin's house on vacation and my Peloton's at home. I can do this anywhere, anytime.
Right. So here's what this is going to be. By the way, it's going to do is there's a Get Fit Now button that I could use. We use things like that, and I'm just going to show you.
Gotcha.
And by the way, I'll just regenerate this so this pops in all the other.
So in context, there, right?
Yeah. I was searching for a Get Fit Now button. The same thing helps. Mm-hmm. So this is very cool, cool way of doing it. So I went 100% body shaping nerd and 1,000% scientific. Now this is Michelle writing, right? So she went body shaping nerd. No, she could say fitness nerd, whatever, So change it like that. And she's got this button. My goal is to help as many Zumba lovers like you taste success. I'd say fitness lovers. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's right. Now, normally such a program would have to be what? Okay. So what would it be? So normally such a program would have to be blank because I know the time is valuable. So I structure the program in such a manner that you only need blank to do it. So, what is this? This is a virtual fitness class, right?
Right.
Virtual fitness class that you join anywhere that you can
log in from anywhere, any device.
All I'm doing is typing out what it is. Okay, that's all I did. So I didn't want to save, so that's going to save that, and so there we go. So we got that saved, and I'm just scrolling out there. So this is how it all came into being, and all I need is the testimonials, and I'm done. So we'll make building lean muscles. Okay, remember burning body fat, losing weight, building lean muscles.
Burning body fat is nice.
Burning body fat, yeah. Right. So there you go. And Mike, that is my time to take off here. So
here we go. Yeah.
So I just want to show you how crazy intense this can be. I got a whole sales page just like that with a few additional changes, and it's a simple sales page ready to go. We didn't talk about our over the next 30 days you'll get fit and all this kind of stuff, but that's super easy to fill out, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
great,
just
John. If you could export those over to me, and we'll import them into ours and tweak them up.
yeah,
I
but
appreciate it.
that's a lot of copy to come out of a machine that's written like an A-list copywriter wrote it. So pretty
Yeah,
cool, man.
that's amazing stuff. And so, folks, our hour is up. That sounded weird. And so, if you're interested to learn more about GrooveCopyPro, go to GrooveCopyPro.com. We're going to be giving you information on where you could sign up to get notifications about Groove Copy Wednesdays. And we have a launch starting tomorrow, and it goes until September 1st. So we're going to be taking a couple of weeks off from our normal time from Groove Copy Wednesdays, and we're going to be doing them at different times during the launch in the Groovathon. John's going to be joining me during the Groovathon. We'll be getting those dates out to you, but again, we just published also to YouTube and to Facebook, so you'll be hearing from us. And John, one of the things I'd like to talk about in the coming weeks is, you said this uses the gain logic fear motif method, and so I'd love to make that a topic in one of our talks, what gain logic fear means. So stay tuned, everybody. And if you want to learn more about Groove Copy Pro, go to groovecopypro.com, click on the webinar replay. There's a special. It's the lowest price we've ever offered for the software. It's no monthly fees. You can get access for a couple of payments or just a one-time payment of $9.97, and you never make any additional payments, and you can have all your copywriting written for you forever. All right. So that's it. All right, John, thanks so much for joining us, everybody.
My pleasure.
See you guys soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.